now listening to Heresy FM. This ain't your commissar station.
We're back with episode 2 of the Serpent's Lodge podcast. So before we begin today, we have a brief announcement for the local administration for wildlife and local Xenos plant life. Over here, they want to let you and be aware that as the temperature turns, as the seasons continue to change, be aware that having a pet squig is not a holiday pet. That is like a 5-year commitment. Okay, range between 5 and 100 years. And if they're cold, and if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. Don't leave them outside. Squig abuse is the number one current animal crime in the Imperium. We want to stop that. On to the episode. So, anyways, speaking of squigs.
Wait, what if it's a bomb squig?
Okay, life expectancy maybe less than 5 years, but
Do you really want to bring it inside now?
I mean, do you have like a relative you really fucking hate?
Oh, okay.
I'll
Send it inside there.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess in those circumstances, then, yeah. Okay. Anyways, continuing on.
It was like little kid puppy, but instead it's like little kid bomb squig. Just saying. Anyways, back to the box sets.
So, welcome to the Serpent's Lodge podcast, guys.
Yeah, so we got a nice little introduction today of what we're going to do. Now, first thing, and the main thing on the agenda is going to be the Christmas box sets, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are unaware, every Christmas, Games Workshop, led by James Workshop himself, proceeds to descend from the heavens to go on ahead and give us his gracious gift of discounts ranging from 50 cents to $50 in the case of these Christmas box sets. In fact, we may be seeing more savings than $50 this year, which is pretty nice. But there's a few different armies for 40k and Age of Sigmar. I believe we're just talking about the 40k ones today.
Yeah, just the 40k ones today.
And these are some of the best ways to go on ahead and get into Warhammer if you're interested in any of these armies right now. So let's go on ahead. Let's not dilly-dally any further, and let's start going through the box sets real quick.
Okay, so first on the list we have the Defenders of the Ancestors. That's going to be your Leagues of Votann.
What the fuck is a Votann?
So these guys are a little bit newer. They are space dwarves.
Ooh.
Back in the old editions, for anybody that may be listening that played way back in the day, these are your squats, just a lot less cool. No longer biker dwarves; they're now spacey dwarves. But so in this box, you're gonna have 10 Einherjar Hearthguard. Those, I guess, are kind of like your basic infantry. They're gonna be led by an Einherjar champion.
Okay. So captain, I believe.
Yeah, that'll be like a leader unit. You also have a Hecaton Land Fortress, which is one of their main big vehicles.
Yeah, that's the big one that everybody compared to like the Ninja Turtles shell tank.
Yeah, the turtle tank. The turtle tank.
The pizza power van.
Troopers are not fucking around anymore.
It also comes with a Grimnir Living Ancestor and a Sagittar ATV, which is also like a transport vehicle, I want to say. I'm not too familiar with Votann. They're very new.
I believe the ATV was going to be the transport.
Yeah.
So the ATV specifically transport, and the Land Fortress is aptly named a Land Fortress.
And actually, you're getting a really good deal in this box, seeing as the Hearthguard are like the best unit in Votann fucking so far. They're like, I mean, now with the recent data slate, everything is pretty playable. But the Hearthguard are like your main fucking go-to. And then the Hecaton Land Fortress itself. All right, so Grudy Tooty, I guess you did the math on everything that's going on here.
I did. I mathed. I mathed hard.
So
I mathed so hard.
I see that. So you're getting the Grimnir, the Einherjar champion, the Hearthguard, or maybe it's the Hearthkin I'm thinking of.
Okay, so I just realized something with this, is that these are actually not the troop choices. These are basically the elite versions. These are basically like the squad Terminators.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to me that there's no troop choice.
Well, that's because Votann barely has an army.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, that's like
you pick up 2 of these boxes, you pick up this box and maybe the Combat Patrol, and you've got the entire range of Votan.
yeah, you've got all the models,
Yeah.
literally everything that they've come out with for Votan. So that's the one problem with Votan is you have a very small limit of model choices because they're new. Maybe we'll see something happen with them in this edition. We're kind of hoping. I definitely, everybody kind of gives Votan shit for being the new guys and not being like, what they used to be as cool squats. But in all honesty, I'm kind of excited to see where they go with it because dwarves have always been kind of like a fantasy thing for me. And I definitely thought about picking up Votan a couple of times just because they look pretty cool.
Well, they've had a massive swing in this edition because last edition they were broken as fuck. If I remember, or what was it, 8th edition? I think when they dropped.
No, it was 9th.
Was it 9th?
It was 9th. Yeah.
And they were like broken as shit to play, and then you come to 10th edition, it's like they aren't worth shit to play. But they've gotten a recent buff, and fucking the army here is pretty damn solid. Now, Groot, you want to go in and fucking give us a detail of what each of these units cost, and price per point, basically.
Yeah, so a box as a total, you're looking paying about $230 for these new Christmas boxes. With the Votan box, the Grimnir, you're looking about $45 for the model. The Einherjar Champion is another 40. The Hearthguard you get is 60 for 5 of them. You're getting 10. So, I mean, that in and of itself, I mean, you've already pretty much reached the point right there. They're also adding in the Sagittar, which is another 65. And then the Hecaton, which is $115 by itself. Total for all of them, you're looking at about $385 retail for just those models, buying them by themselves. Total savings, you're probably getting $150.
Yeah, $155.
And that's going to get you 750 points. So, I mean, a couple more models and you're ready for 1,000-point games.
Yeah, you can easily buy 2 of these boxes because you're going to want 2 of the fucking land fortresses for sure. But you can buy 2 of these boxes in a Combat Patrol box, and not only do you have the entire army, but
all for probably $600 to have a fully fleshed out army ready to go.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, you will have everything that the army offers, and you're getting it at a relatively good discount. Seeing as the land fortress you said was $115 on its own, that's half of what the price of this damn box is. So if you buy 2 of those, you basically you paid for 2 Hecaton land fortresses and got a bunch of other shit as an add-on.
Or don't forget, guys, you can always 3D print these models, and
you could.
That Hecaton land fortress that's $115 somehow or another turns into $30.
It's a mystery how that happens.
And actually less than that, because it's not going to take a whole bottle of resin to print that freaking thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably fit in that 5 Hearthguard. So, I mean, that's, $160 you're saving.
Yeah. 3D printing will always be your cheapest go-to, but
yes, 100%.
So what was the full dollar amount that we're saving with the squat box?
It's looking at $230. I didn't write that down. I think it was like $155. $155 you're saving.
So that's a pretty solid amount right there.
Yeah, and I mean that's money you could be saving, and you could add into a Combat Patrol, and I'm pretty sure that'll put you at 1,000 points right there.
Oh, 100%. So the question for the Votan is going to be, okay, you're saving some money, you're saving a good amount of money. If you're trying to get into Votan, that's pretty cool. But does this work as a starter set, or is this more geared towards people who already have Votan? Because, like I mentioned before, there's no troop choices inside this list.
I would say both.
I would say both.
solid.
I would say it's a good a solid starter because you're getting 750 points. All you're missing is 250, which I mean you can go and spend. You can spend another like 120 bucks to buy you some more Hearthguard and fill out those points right there.
Yeah, fair enough on that.
Because I just pulled up the Combat Patrol for Leagues of Votan right now, and you are getting, let's see, I'll go read more. All right, so you're getting Uthar the Destined, so named character in the Combat Patrol. You're getting 5 Chthonian Berserks. You're getting 3 Hearthkin Pioneers. 10 Hearthkin warriors, and that's all for $160 in the combat patrol. So there goes your troop choice, there goes your HQ character, and there goes some
I will
vehicles.
say it's actually really interesting how these are so entirely different between the combat patrol and the battle force box.
Yeah.
Like for such a limited army range that they have like 6-7 units. I'm pretty sure you have almost every single unit in the army if you pick up the battle force box and the combat patrol. I mean, at that point, you have everything. So if you want to go ahead and like double down, go from, because the Christmas boxes are what, like $200?
$230.
230, 160. I mean, you're looking at all in all $400. It's a big purchase, but also like you're basically looking at $400. You get the entire army, and then suddenly you have options galore of what you want to do. So overall, not bad. Do we give us a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'll definitely give that one a thumbs up. That's a bang.
For value, that's a pretty good bang. $620 gets you the entire model range and everything you'd want to fucking play.
I think last episode we were calling these bangs or busts, so this one's
this is
definitely
a
a
bang.
bang.
This is
a
definitely
big bang.
Yeah, a huge bang.
I can't say I'm overly enthusiastic about Votan, so
Yeah.
I may need a pill to help me give it a thumbs up.
I'll be the
I-
one to
I-
give you that pill.
I really
You
don't
give
give
me the Warhammer pill. I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, when it comes to the space dwarves, I really give a crap about them. Dwarves are not really my fucking thing, but I would pick up this
Yeah.
freaking set just for,
I gotta
the
be honest.
price value.
Price value, and they just seem like they'd be fun to paint. I have yet to paint a Votan. It seems really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do seem pretty cool.
Okay, so also to give you a further rundown of the other box sets, because quite frankly, who plays Votan? Have you seen a Votan player? I haven't seen a Votan player. Have you seen a Votan player?
I have not seen.
Have you
it,
seen a Votan player?
Although,
What is a Votan player?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
After Christmas, you might see a Votan player.
Ooh, good point.
They're doing good in freaking like tournaments and shit now. Like they're actually putting up some numbers in some tournaments, which I'm actually very
Well,
surprised.
you're getting the 1% from the one guy who brought Votan.
You're also the tournament guy, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but to give you an indication, people actually like these freaking little midget dudes.
So-
or dwarves, whatever you want to freaking call them.
I want to say now, we now have, in AOS, we have Naked Dwarves, and we have some other version. We have Sky Dwarves. Now we have Sapphire Dwarves. In AOS, we have, and Games Workshop still has not produced regular basic ass dwarves. Sorry, just want to get that in. So I'm salty. I like dwarves. There's not space dwarves.
It sounds like a skill issue.
I'm
Yeah,
super.
damn it.
I just want to say how super excited I am for this next box.
Well, real quick before we get to that, yeah, I know I'm gonna blue ball you. Let's go on over and also discuss like what box sets we're talking in particular. Of course, we already went over the Votan one. Next one coming up. Do you want to say
Oh yes.
what it is? No, don't go into detail, but we'll say the name real quick.
Oh, this next box is going to be the Beast Snagga Stampede.
Oh baby, we got some green boys. After that, we got some more green boys with the Acadian defense line, and then we have blueberries with the Space Marine Spearhead Force, and at the very last, we have the Onslaught Swarm from the Tyranids. So,
Oh no, we're also missing one.
Oh, are
The
we?
Exalted Angel.
oh, how could I forget?
How do you forget the best box ever?
I don't know. I gotta be honest. Maybe I'm colorblind. I'm not sure. It's all red.
Yeah, well, Angry Ron is angry.
Indeed. Okay, so do you want to lead us off on the orcs?
Oh, I can't wait.
Guy with the orc profile
Yeah,
picture right now.
I can't wait to lead you guys on the orcs.
Yes. the
Actually,
orcs.
I'd rather hear the Imperial Fist guy talk about the orc box.
They die really well to bolter shells.
So, as we know, as I said, this is going to be the Beast Snagga Stampede. This is geared mainly towards your Beast Boys, which seem to be the really prevalent force in 10th edition.
That's true.
A lot of people aren't running, normal boys and big vehicles like they used to. I mean, I still do because I'm a true orc player. I don't play the meta. But so this box gets you a lot of good points. So it comes with Mozrog Scrag Bag, but this has an option.
no.
If you don't want to build him as Mozrog Scrag Bag, you can build him as a Beast Boss on a Squigosaur.
Oh.
And make him, instead of an epic hero, you can make him a regular character unit.
Very
Both
cool.
options are very solid. I would probably lean towards Mozrog. Mozrog has been a solid player in one of my armies, throughout 10th edition. It also comes with 3 Squighog boys. Those are going to be led by a Knob on a Smash a Squig. Comes with a Pain Boss, 10 Beast Snagga boys, a Kill Rig, which can also be changed up into a hunter rig, so more options there, and then comes with a wereboy, so comes with a lot of leaders, and also comes with your battle line with your beast snagga boys, a lot of vehicles, a lot of mounted units. All in all, that is a really solid box. I'm gonna go broke on Christmas. That's all I gotta say.
I would say it's pretty exciting. Now, what's the price breakdown? We saw how much we're saving with the Votan, and it was approximately $150. What's with the orcs?
Oh, I can't wait to tell you about this. So Mazrog alone, you're looking at about $60. Once again, he has the option, so whatever you want to play him as. The knob on the Smash a Squig runs probably about 65 bucks, and that comes with the 3 Squig Hog boys as well. He's included in the box with them. The kill rig is $140.
Oh, wow.
And I'm pretty sure that comes with a wereboy attached to it. Comes with a character on top of it that you can use separate or whatever. The Beast Snagga boys, you're looking at $60 for 10 of them. So that's about normal. Orcs usually come in bigger packs. The Pain Boss, you're looking at about $40, and the wereboy I had included into the kill rig there. All in all, you're looking at $365, so about $20 less than the Leagues of Votan box, but you're looking at 790 points of orcs.
Oh, you get 40 more points than Votan.
Yeah, 40 more points for $20, $20 less in savings, but you're also, it's still $135 in savings.
Oh yeah,
$135 you can buy another one of those kill rigs, which is 200 points, and boom.
And they're mighty impressive. I gotta say that much.
They are.
Yeah,
they are beasts.
I want one so bad. That's the one thing I don't have is a hunter or a kill rig.
That if you bought a kill rig, that gives you 200 points. You're at 990. You could play a 1,000-point game.
Put an enhancement on and you're done.
Yeah.
Easy.
Do you guys have 10-point enhancements?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no shit. Okay. I don't know. I'm used to playing armies that are considered elite.
Yeah, I think we have a 10, a 15, a 20, and a 25.
Oh no shit. Okay. Yeah. The lowest I think I've seen was like 20 points.
So look at that. Spend $370, and you have a fully fleshed out, ready to go army.
Yeah, that's if you bought them individually. But if you get this freaking box, you save yourself $130.
No, 370. Yeah, well, 370 was buying the box and then buying that kill rig.
Yeah.
$370, $400.
So for $5 more than buying everything separately, you can get 1,000 points of just wog.
Just nasty, wonderful, beautiful green orcs. I love them.
They look really good whenever their head's on a spike. That's my favorite, adornment for them.
Says the guy who's gotten beat twice by orcs.
We killed the orc, but whatever. Anyways, now that being said, so it seems like this is a much better launching point than the Votan, because you got your choices. You have plenty of characters, and you have that big centerpiece model, which is going to be like the kill rig.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
So you got options. You got what you can do. If you want to go more kill riggy vehicles, you can go that route, right? And if you want to go more boys, hey, more beast niggas. And you already got the characters down pat. I give this a solid thumbs up, 2 thumbs up.
I even put a smiley face next to this one. This one is my 100%. This is one of my top bangers.
So would you consider this biased news reporting?
Maybe.
Oh, 140%. It's okay. I'm biased.
It's 100% biased because I love orcs, and this box is. But even speaking not as an orc player, if you're someone wanting to get in and you saw this box, the models in this are just terrifying. If you like scary monsters, but as an orc player, this is a solid box.
Very nice.
So.
All around, another thumbs up?
Yeah, I got to give it a thumbs up. I mean, I really got to give it to GW this year so far that their Christmas boxes, so far these Christmas boxes are looking pretty damn good for, price per point value of what you're getting. So, yeah, this is a big thumbs up for these two so far. Oh.
Pretty good.
What's the next one we're getting into?
Oh, so the next one is going to be a very spicy one. We may actually have, it's going to be some debate. We have the Cadian Defense Force. So, of course, Imperial Guard, as the name implies. We have 20.
Astra Militarum.
Yes, Astra Militar. Yes, Astra Mila was. Son, you're in the Guard now.
Yes, you're in the Imperial Army, so.
Yes. So we got 20 Cadian shock troops, not to be confused with infantry. 5-man Cadian command squad, not to be confused with the platoon command squad. And we have 2 Rogaldorn battle tanks. I hate some of the units. That's why I had to pick at the not infantry, not platoon squads. They're Cadian command squads. Very big difference. Same models entirely, but very big difference.
I will say the one thing that GW has going for it with this box right now is the fact that everything is incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
All of Guard is incorporated. I hate the fact that they did Cadia, but I also know it's kind of their lore thing because, you know,
Cadia will always be the poster boys.
Ugh.
Same as Ultramarines, that's how it goes. Same with Black Legion. Cadia is Cadia.
Krieg.
They have a harder time trademarking Krieg than they do Cadia.
Well,
They got to fight the British Museum for rights to those pickle helms,
and it's funny that, Krieg is like one of the most popular Guard units, and they just want to go ahead and,
So fun fact, you know why they aren't as supported? It's because they started becoming associated with certain groups we can't say on YouTube.
Oh, those spicy boys?
Those spicy boys, yes. And
well, those idiots find their ways into everything. I can guarantee you they're playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now or something.
100%, yeah. You never know. Now, I will say, I don't know what this is, entirely side note, and not related to Spicy Group either. Every single person I've seen that ran, like, Guard, on average, that was like a former military vet, specifically in the Army, was always a tanker. I don't know what it was,
about right.
but it was always tankers.
That seems about right.
Understandable with the Guard army that we're making.
It's fair.
There's just something about building just a fleet of tanks because as prior military, you know that tanks work.
You know what else works? 300 conscripts.
So I would say the great part about this, like you guys were saying, you get your basics, and also it's surprisingly not too many units, specifically for Guard.
Basics is about all you get.
That's true, but there's no way to really be comprehensive with Guard. Even in that entire huge starter set when they released the new Codex in 9th edition, which was it was 2 new characters, like the Cadian Command Squad, 2 new characters. It was 30 Imperial Guards. No, sorry, another 20 Cadian shock troops, field ordnance batteries. It was a whole bunch of stuff, and that was basically a little bit more expensive than this box set. But because you have to have so much of everything with Guard, you have to have 10 characters. You got to have 60 guardsmen minimum. You got to have 10 tanks, 10 artillery. You can't have one box set encompass everything. Everything's is always going to fall short. It's an unattainable goal.
So, doing the price breakdown, this one, to me, this one's not as impressive, but. So for the shock troops, you're looking at about $50 for 10. So 100. Oh, I might have meant no. I did all my shit right.
I did believe in yourself.
I mathed right. I mathed okay. So you're looking at about $50 for 10. So about $100 in all. The command squad, you're looking at about $45, and 2 Rogaldorns, you're looking at wow, there is more savings. $100 for 1 Rogaldorn, so you're looking at about $345. So 40 less than Votan. Whoops.
Oh, so you mathed wrong on that one.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay, because I was looking at math. I'm like, you're only getting a $15 savings.
Corn, please look at the man. He's literally an orc. He's doing his best.
I did okay for that. Look, I did good for the first 2, so okay. I'll take it. So. All in all, instead of that being a $245, that can be a $345.
Yeah.
So you're looking at $115 in savings.
That is fantastic.
So that's
pretty good.
That's really not terrible.
That's definitely least on the savings list, but that's still pretty freaking good.
Least on the savings and least on the points. You're only getting about 705 points with this.
Sounds about right.
which, I mean...
How many points are the Rogodor? Because we're saving 700. What? How many points?
Rogodor 520.
That's 520. Well, that's 520 for 2.
That's still 520 for 2. So
Yeah,
you're
it's,
okay.
It's 260 apiece.
So to put this in context, we have 2 Rogodor battle tanks. Okay, at like what 520? You said
520.
520. Or we can have a Falchion for 515.
I mean,
I would almost much rather have the Falchion.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Maybe too.
you know, I don't know much about Guard. I've never been interested in playing Imperial Guard or
I can't
Astra
wait.
Militara
It's supposed to be like
whatever.
the funnest thing to play.
Yes.
It's like, you know what? I lived that life for about 6 years. To live it again on the tabletop, I'd just rather not. But
You know, one day we're gonna get you to like play Guard, and we're gonna hire like an old drill instructor to come over here and just give you shit the entire time you're playing.
please don't.
Yes, I will. It'll be
Please
so
don't.
fun.
Move it. But I'm looking at this and okay, so
Oh, so
There-
you got your models blown up, huh? That's right. Hey.
God damn it. No, but so from what I can tell, Guard can be played one of 2 ways. It's either just meat shields or parking lot. And it seems like they're kind of trying to give you
Or you could
best
play
of both
or
worlds.
you could play meat shields and parking lot.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, depending on how much you're freaking
In Air Force.
like how many points you're playing and shit. But okay, so with this box compared to the Combat Patrol box, what units in there do you think are, you know, I'm not going to say that none of these are worth playing and stuff, but what do you think, in your opinion, you would have more fun with? 2 Rogaldorns, a 5-man command squad, and like 10 troopers?
I mean, in all honesty,
Or
I'd
20
take
troopers.
I'd take an extra $120 and I'd throw a knight on top of that.
That's the key. You got to bring the knight in with the Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big key. You bring the big tank and then you bring the big knight, and now it has 2 big targets that it has to worry about.
Yep.
Fair enough. Because the
Now-
Combat Patrol only comes with the AT-AT, the Chicken Walker.
I love that thing.
And then 2 barrage.
You leave the
batteries, whatever.
ATST alone.
Yeah.
It's an AT-AT, sir? Because the AT-ST was the big.
I thought the-
Forward Walker
I thought-
Sorry, I'm not a nerd who knows Star Wars.
Listen, you know
I'm
what?
a cool nerd.
I'm a
that knows
nerd in a
Warhammer.
lot of aspects.
Hold on, no, it's
okay?
not. The AT-AT is the big one.
No, that's the.
I'm pretty sure the AT-AT was the big.
I'm pretty
I
sure-
could be wrong. but
I'm telling you, freaking the.
Google-
I
Google's
really hope
about
you're right.
to
You got
fucking-
2 guys
Google's
who left
about
and
to
right
lie
looking
to
this
you.
up.
Listen, this will just prove how much my nerdiness is all encompassing.
The AT-AT's
AT-AT. That's the
Oh,
big-
it is.
the AT-AT's the big walker. The
Well, guess what? You guys are bigger nerds than I am. Fucking nerds.
I'll fucking take it.
Nerds.
I'll fucking take it. I started out as a Star
Okay.
Wars nerd, which
Fair
is
enough. I am
almost kind
too,
of like
but-
heresy to Warhammer 40K
Yeah.
fans.
I mean,
There's-
I've always been a Star Wars over Star Trek type of dude, but that's
we could have an entire episode dedicated to the shenanigans that is
you know who could
kill a Space Marine?
Darth Vader.
Okay, let me settle this right here, right now. Okay, real quick. I know we're getting sidetracked from the boxes, but 1 second. Any conversation that begins with so and so, that starts with so and so is better than a Space Marine, or so and so who can survive 40K, is a stupid fucking question, because 40K cannot survive 40K. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. The one exception is maybe Doom Guy. That is it.
I'll take Superman.
Oh my God! Can we
But-
not
but-
go into this thing?
I'll take Superman only because everybody's gonna throw Superman at you because he's literally.
Superman has died how many times, and that was just on Earth?
I know.
Fine. You know what? I'm gonna throw a fucking wild card into this situation here.
If you say,
Goku.
God damn it! I was gonna say Goku.
If you're gonna throw Superman, we're gonna throw the age-old question: who would win, Goku or Superman?
Well, Superman's gonna kill Goku, and then Superman's. I feel like, in forms of survivability, Superman is the only person who makes it more than anybody else.
this is the 40K podcast.
How much prep
Okay.
time does Batman have?
That's what I'm saying. I will go with Batman.
I'll go with Batman.
40 millennia.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Justice League Doom, you will see why Batman is the badass.
Batman is the GOAT.
Batman is a huge
I
goat.
agree.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on,
Go
man.
ahead.
Back on the topic.
Yes. So,
Yes.
what's the verdict on the Cadian Defense Force?
I mean, it's
Thumbs up, thumbs down,
I'll
thumbs
give
sideways.
it. I'm a thumb sideways on it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's a good. Is it a good starter box? Yeah, because you can spend an extra like we said, $100, $120, and get you a knight, and then that's 1,000 points right there. That's because that fills out your 300 well. That kind of fucks you. That puts you over 1,000 points. So.
Yeah.
Spend less money, get you buy a couple extra boxes.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not terrible. It's not the best box we've seen here, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, I would say between that and the Combat Patrol, you get Rogaldorns. I would probably recommend the Cadian Defense Force box.
Rogadors are
over
pretty cool, aren't they?
As
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad. Sometimes you lose a hand. But
So we have one cannon.
you know what? As a
But
start, I'll give it a thumbs up.
yeah,
I'll
as
give it a
if you're looking to pick up either this or the Combat Patrol, I would advise this just because Rogaldorns, from what I'm hearing, are actually kind of hard to find.
Yes, they are.
They're hard to
Yes.
get a hold of. So if you're getting two of those in this box, that's already a fucking
So,
And they're a highly sought after model.
oh
right.
yes,
That's what I'm saying. They're hard to find right now. So if you can get your hands on this box, by all means, do it.
Now I'm going to be not to be contrarian. I give this a solid thumbs down, except for one situation, and the entire reason is GW unfortunately making me hate the Rogaldorn battle tank. Because if you've seen it on the tabletop, it's bigger than a Lehman Russ, but it looks like an actual 2-scale tank, as compared to like the infantry models, everything else. So it's bigger, but it's still smaller than a Beyblade by a decent margin. But at the end of the day, it is a shit model. Price point wise, it's a bad model. What you get in there is a bad model. It's not the case of like the Baneblade where you have all these variants and everything else, or even like the Lehman Russ, which is like $60.
I still like it's just, I mean, it's a Rogaldorn. It's a solid.
What you are buying here is you are buying in this battle box. You are buying 2 Rogaldorns at full price, and they're tossing you pennies in the forms of 20 Cadian shock troops and a command squad, which you can get and do
I mean,
from
you're
any
saving,
box
you're
set.
saving $115.
Only because the Rogaldorns are so overpriced by default.
Okay.
By absolute
Yeah.
default. I'm saying these tanks, like, listen, if they were 80, we're talking, okay? But $100 for one fucking tank. Absolutely. That's like repulsor levels of bullshit.
But I mean,
okay?
40. I mean,
Or at least you get your money's worth out of a repulsor.
100 and what 15 more dollars is the Hecaton, or 40 more dollars is that Hunter Killer Rig, which isn't. I mean,
But that's a cool model. Look at the but also that has
Rogaldorns are
two different variants.
I don't know. There's just me.
I know.
Rogaldorns are cool.
But there is 2 different variants for the kill rig for the orcs. Okay, that's the big thing. And also, as a model, it's got a lot going
there's
on.
no difference on it though. The only difference on it is like a platform.
But it's still 2 different models, which gives it like a nice little incentive. But like, give me one second.
Oh no, I can take
Jamie,
this.
pull up the price of a repulsor. Thank you. Okay.
Price of a repulsor?
Yeah.
Did you just
got
call
that,
your phone
didn't
JV?
Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah, we're doing
Like
we're doing a Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan.
thing.
Oh,
Jamie, pull it up. Yeah. You guys ever tried DMT?
John.
All the time.
All the time, baby.
No, I'm
But,
kidding. Actually,
yeah,
I won't fuck with that.
I ain't never fucking tried.
John Grammaticus, get out of the refrigerator and come here.
We see you standing in the background, damn you. So for context, a Primaris Repulsor Executioner, which is a far superior. I literally just looked up the data sheet for the Rogaldorn tank. It's not bad. I'm not going to shit on this in game, but it's meh. And meanwhile, you have the Repulsor at 112, which is already really fucking expensive for a tank. Okay, for one tank, but that's a big bitch. Okay, Rogaldorn's just unimpressive. Everything else. Now, if you're already going to buy. You want tanks. You want 2 big fuck-off tanks, and you can buy stuff to support it. And you want to start your infantry, because you can always have 20 more infantry in guard. That's how it works. Then it's the box set for you. Otherwise, you can get the same discount by going to your hobby shop. Honestly, that's my opinion. You could probably find somebody who's willing to trade you models for 20 Cadians and a command squad for cheap shit, and then you just buy the Rogadorns at a local game shop if you can find them for $80 a piece. Anyways, that into my rant.
This
We're
one
done.
was, see, to me, this one was meh, but I would figure it is a good start. Because I mean, the only way you're gonna perfect a guard army is constantly buying models.
No, 100%.
So as a start, I could see, as a start to someone that's gonna build a giant fucking guard army, it's not a bad place to start.
Yeah. I would have to say that if you were looking into getting into guard, you're going to be picking up Rogaldorns for sure. And
one more thing about the Rogadorn. This, again, continue on. This is my hate boner.
Oh, God.
So, have you ever seen the photos of when they flip the Rogaldorn over?
No.
There's no bottom. The tank has no bottom.
Nuh-uh.
I'm serious. If you go around and you finish building it, there's an entire, majority of the bottom is an empty hole looking inside the tank. I am not fucking with you. That is seriously how it is.
yeah, but if it's going on a base,
It's not on a base.
It isn't on
It's not on a base.
I know it's not on a base, but I'm saying if you're going to put it on a base,
Well, I mean,
about it.
how many times are you going to flip a Rogaldorn?
Yeah, but also, how many times do you paint the inside of something knowing you're just going to seal it up and never see it again? People do that. It's like an entire... But also, you're paying $100 for this, right? And they couldn't afford...
So to me, I'm poor and I'm also blue color. So to me, if something's not like, if I have something like face up on a table and I'm never gonna see the bottom of it, I don't paint the bottom of my minis.
Yeah, but what if it just flipped?
Why would
I
it
completely
Look. I completely understand where Step Bro's coming with on this. For $100, that shit better be a fucking pristine, goddamn, fully done model. Not like some of the shit they push in Forge World with Forge World fucking prices, which... Yeah. Jesus Christ, don't get me started on that. But, however, pause for effect. If you're looking to get into guard, this is not a bad deal. For real. I mean, yes, you will have to deal with a Rogaldorn that is wearing chaps, basically, right? Because it's just got no ass.
This is a diss at Rogaldorn not having a hand, so the tank doesn't have a bottom.
There you go, yes.
Yeah.
Can we compromise and call it good starter but better supplement?
Yes. If you're looking
on the condition, I can still give it a thumbs down. Yes.
Yeah. If you're looking to start a guard army, this isn't a bad way to go. If you're looking to fill out a guard army, this is actually really good because you're getting those 2 Rogaldorns for. I mean, fuck. You're paying for 1 Rogaldorn and half of the other one because the little guys really ain't much of shit, are they? When it comes to their price.
Yeah, I mean, $100, $100 for the Cadian shock troops, and that's probably about 120 points, 60 points a piece.
Yeah. So, I mean, hell, you really can't beat the deal that it's given there. So
overall, not terrible.
No. However, this next one.
Oh.
This next one.
We're about to flip flop entirely on this next one.
This is fucking. Oh god.
So I got spicy takes for this one.
So for the new guys, this is the reason why 90% of you are here.
Space Marines.
Everybody wants the Space Marines. Everybody wants them. Unfortunately, this may not be essentially the box to start off with. You may be better off with perhaps the combat patrol or.
So actually, let's divvy this out, and then we'll let everyone let's break it down, and then we'll let everyone know why it's a stupid fucking idea to purchase either one of these 2. So
Who
Space
purchased
Marine,
that shit? Huh?
You're gonna end. Well,
listen, if you're filling out an army, sure.
So
that's what I was gonna get at. Anyway, sorry.
But
go ahead.
So this box comes with 15 jump pack intercessors, which are good. I'm pretty sure they're deep strike.
They are okay. In game,
I don't know how these guys work.
These are the weirdest fucking unit because they're cool, but they're also serving as replacement for the assault units of the regular attack marines. What they are is they are basic bitch assault intercessors with a jetpack. That is all they are.
Oh.
That is literally all they are. The troop choice of assault intercessors, but you want to give them 12 inches and they're flying. That is literally it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so basic bitch and can move further.
So you're getting 15 jump pack intercessors.
You also get a captain with a jump pack.
Okay, so you got a guy to go with the other guys.
you have a guy that can go with. Can you take 15 jump pack intercessors?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, okay. So you have
you have a squad of 10, and a squad of 5, or 3 squads of 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit of diversity
With one guy who can lead with them.
I gotta be honest. If I could lead a full 10-man squad with one captain leading from the front with jetpacks, that's got some cool factor. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
That's got some cool factor.
It do.
Yeah.
So with that, you get the 15 guys, the captain. You get 3 outriders, which are bikes.
Oh God.
And then you get an invader ATV. You get a guy. So you get some MX versus ATV action going on.
They do. Okay, so let me explain the ATV for anybody who's unaware of this weird fucking dynamic between the bikes and the ATVs, how they're currently operating in Space Marines, and why they're paired together, okay? Or they're in the same box set. How they have it is that normally a unit can only stack up with the same unit. So, for example, like assault intercessors, by default, not jetpack guys, can only be in the same group with themselves, right? You can only have a squad of 5 or perhaps a squad of 10. These outriders, the little bikes, DMX, go around and you can actually pair them up with the ATV. So you can have the bikes and one ATV with the bike squad. Yeah. Which is weird as fuck. And the entire thing is supposed to be like, they all go fast, but then whenever somebody shoots at the bikes, the ATV can return fire at whoever shot at the bikes. Because that's the ability.
Okay. So
Okay, so you're getting essentially what minimum? You're getting 1, 2, 3, like 4 units. Because you could run a 10-man of jump packs, a 5-man of jump packs, and then the captain goes in either one of those 2, and then the outriders with the ATV. So really, you're only getting 3 units.
Yes.
3 units minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4 units maximum, unless you want to put the ATV separate from the bikes and shit.
Yep. So going on, I think we can all agree that in this box set, this is not the best for people getting into the hobby. Except, hear me out, you want something that is all about speed. Like White Scars. Because at that point, you're saving money on these guys. It's all that fast movement you want. Everything else. And if you like this and you go for this, then it's perfect.
Sure, but okay. So have you what detachment is that? That the White Scars detachment.
They all sound the same. I'm not sure.
it's the Spearhead Task Force, I think.
I just called the White Scars one.
Is it the Vanguard tactical?
I think it's the
No.
Vanguard was Raven Guard one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Vanguard.
yeah,
I want to say it's the Spearhead Task Force
Something
or
like
something. Whatever.
Well, okay. So from a hobby aspect, and I had mentioned this earlier, from a hobby aspect, good luck putting those fucking bikes together.
Oh, fuck those bikes, man.
You are going to curse the day that you thought making fucking a bike army, which you can't do anymore, by the way. So if you wanted to run White Scars, guess what? You're going to have a couple guys on bikes. Everybody else is going to be foot slogging it. But those bikes are terrible. They don't... If you get them to line up correctly, you're still having to use some green stuff to kind of mesh
In
out
the middle.
the
Yep.
middle, because you will have a giant seam right there. Okay.
It's like they have male pattern baldness in the middle. It's just like a giant just gap.
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen the guys with like the male pattern baldness and they got this circle on the back of their head? Everything else is fine, but there's that one dead zone of circle like Chernobyl right back there. It's like that, but in a straight line right down the middle of the bikes. Yeah,
Right
it's
down the
bad.
middle of the bikes. The only part you don't see it, or you wouldn't see it, is the part where the guy's sitting on it.
I 3D print, can't relate. So
Yeah.
so looking at these guys, the Jump Pack Marines, you're spending $60 for 5 of them. Which, I mean, they're Space Marines, they're better units. And,
So that right there is what, 180 points if you're
180
buying them individually.
Yeah.
Or 180 bucks if you're buying them individually.
yeah, so $180 altogether. The captain with the jump pack, you're looking at spending another 40. Outriders, you're looking at about $60, and the Invader, you're looking at about $50. Total, you're looking at about spending $330. Only $100 in savings. And you're only getting, embarrassingly, 505 points.
Oh.
505 points?
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, so everybody else is getting like 700, almost 800 points. I mean, except for guard, but that's still 700 points. So 700 to almost 800 points, and Space Marines is getting.
So this box, okay, so they want $230 for 505 points of models, of which to be 100% honest, this should have been their combat patrol, because.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of you out there might be like, well, what if I just, maybe the combat patrol is better. No, it's not. It's not at all. The combat patrol is actually fucking worse. Okay? All you're getting are 5 Terminators, 5 Infernus Marines.
Yep.
And a Captain in Terminator armor and a Librarian Terminator armor for $160. Okay? Which is effectively worse, because that's not even 500 points.
Say what y'all want. That Librarian model slaps, though.
If you wanted to play an actual...
I know you don't like him.
The Librarian model is nice, but if you wanted to play an actual Combat Patrol game, you need 500 points. You're not getting it with the Combat Patrol box. However, you will get it with the $230 fucking Spearhead Force.
Hey, Stepbro.
Yeah, buddy.
How much do you love me? How would you feel?
Kind of terrified right now.
How would you feel about painting that Librarian for me?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Can you Space Wolf him?
Oh yeah, I can Space Wolf. Yeah, I can Space Wolf the fuck out of him. Yeah.
So
Space Wolf and make it glow.
With this fucking said,
watch out on the Discord.
If you want to play Space Marines and you want an actual good bang for your fucking buck, go ahead and just skip this shit here, right? And buy yourself the fucking 10th edition Leviathan box, okay? If you don't want the Tyranids, get a buddy with you. Freaking go halves, all right? You can the Leviathan box is, you could find it for $230 right now. About the same freaking price as this Spearhead Patrol, and you will get models that you will actually fucking want to use in there. Guess what's in the Leviathan box? A Captain in Terminator armor, a Librarian in Terminator armor.
I'm noticing a trend.
An Apothecary Biologist.
Weird, funky-ass model.
Fucking, yeah, if you want to keep bringing back
really
that.
Weird, funky-ass model.
Lieutenant in Phobos armor. You get 5 Stern Guard veterans.
Badass.
Okay, fucking badasses. You get 5 Terminators. Woohoo. You also get 5 Infernus Marines.
Boo.
Oh, I'm sorry, not 5. You get fucking 10.
God, even worse.
Yes, you get 10 Infernus Marines. And you also get a Ballistus Dreadnought. So, even if you find it for $250, which is retail price, you're spending $20 more and you're getting badass shit. You're getting probably almost 1,000 points just right there.
Oh, easily. Yeah, I guarantee you, even like obviously Games Workshop's out, they're not selling from the website. Official stores probably don't have it anymore. But I guarantee you, if you go hunting and you go to like local hobby shops, stuff like that, you will find them. I still see them around all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They're floating out there. There's a huge
and their
quantity
prices keep dropping for them.
Yes.
The more the longer that they're holding on to them, that's inventory that's just sitting on their shelves collecting dust, and they want to get rid of it.
Guess what's around the corner too? Fucking Christmas or Hanukkah if you're one of those people. Guess what? You
or
go
Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, you can't forget Kwanzaa.
I'm sorry, but Kwanzaa's a fake holiday.
Made the fuck up.
I've never met anybody that celebrates Kwanzaa.
Yeah, like you ask an actual African person. I have 2 people who actually are from Africa, and I've asked them, hey, do you know what Kwanzaa is? And they're like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, really? And it's like, no, apparently it's some made-up shit from here in the United States. However, that's besides the point. Going off of that, you go to any of these freaking local game stores and shit. Actually, one of our local game stores for Black Friday had the Leviathan box set at $99? No, $199.
It was like, it was like $200 flat.
Yeah,
I remember correctly.
flat $200. for a flat $200, let's say you and a buddy go in at $100. Guess
Oh.
what? You get the badass
Oh my
starter
goodness,
for
dude.
fucking Space Marines.
Dude, if I could get the Space Marine and have that for $100, I would buy that just
Yeah.
like three times. Not,
Shit.
I don't care about the Infernus Marines. I would pay him an extra $20 to take out all the Infernus Marines because I hate those fuckers. But everything else, dude, all the Bliss's Dreadnoughts, the fucking the characters, everything. Yeah, stack that shit up.
Yeah.
Do it
So
all day.
this spear force, spear crap. Skip it. Fucking skip it. Get yourself the Leviathan box if you want to start Space Marines.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm going to give it a thumbs down as far as starting out. As a supplement box, if this is something, you've got models already, maybe you've picked up the Leviathan box and you're looking to kind of expand kind of what your army can do. As a supplement, I could see this being not terrible.
I would have to say, even as a supplement, unless you really want the bikes or the ATV, or if you really need some more intercessors, other than that, freaking skip it. Skip the shit out of it, buy another Leviathan half, and have fun with 2 Ballistic Dreadnoughts and your opponent hating the hell out of you.
Yeah. I'm going to be contrarian. Again, I'm going to say, like, obviously, very fair, reasonable concerns. Okay? But end of the day, again, if you are a new player starting out, let's see what this comes with. It comes with all fast attack, right? But also, these are all viable Space Marine units that we're looking at. And also, it comes with a character. Now, granted, I have no idea what the jump back guys are going to be, if they're going to be troop choices or if they're going to be other data sheets. I don't know. So I can't testify to troop or not. But that being said, it's a solid amount. Because the one thing you always need is Space Marines, and I don't care, like, unless you're running something really jank, which odds are you don't want to, you usually want a solid amount, at least choice-wise, for basic bitch guys. Guys who have that OC2 with fast movement is very valuable. I don't think it's bad. I'm not going to give it like 2 thumbs up. It's not going to be enthusiastic, but I'm just going to say, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
I guess all in all, it's meh.
Yeah, it's meh.
Me.
Yeah, just on the
I'll follow that,
surface.
yeah.
If you're a brand new person and you're looking to get into 40K and you want to play Space Marines, get Leviathan. Just get the Leviathan box.
Leviathan, or hold out until a new box that comes out, because
Right.
most of what they have right now is dog shit.
If you're looking to fill out your Space Marine army, I'd say it might be worth looking at. I mean, depending if you want, like you said, if you want to diversify your bonds, bitches.
You're like, damn, I love jump back guys. Let's go
Yeah.
from there. Oh, fast bikes. Let's go. So,
But
So moving on, this one's not terrible. This is your Onslaught Swarm. This is going to be your Tyranids.
ooh, what comes in that?
Oh, this box is interesting. So it comes with your Norn Emissary,
Very nice.
which has 2 variations, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, the assimilator and the emissary.
It also comes with the Hive Tyrant, which could be a Hive Tyrant or a winged a Hive Tyrant, a winged Hive Tyrant, or a Swarm Lord.
Oh,
So more options in there. Comes with 20 Hormagaunts, 10 Gene Stealers, and then comes with 2 Ripper Swarms.
that is solid. Very, very solid.
Yeah, I've got the.
What's the retail price for that?
Oh. So as far as savings, it's not terribly impressive, but with the Winged Hive Tyrant, once again has 2 different options. You're looking at about $60 for that. This Norn Emissary, probably about $115 retail. The good old Gene Stealers, hide your Wranglers, hide your wives. You're looking about $55 for the swarm of them, and then the Hormagaunts, you're looking at about $50 for 10 of them, so $100 all in total. You're looking at about $330, so another $100 in savings, but instead of a measly 505 points, you're getting 840 points of Tyranids.
Oh,
holy shit.
half of that's the Norn.
Half of that, bro. Half of that's the Norn. It's all the points really stack up. The Norn is 210 points. Oh no, the Norn is 290 points. The Hive Tyrant is 210 points. The Gene Stealers are 170 points, and then the Hormagaunts are 130 points. So point-wise, I mean, this is the best spread on the list.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It is a good time to be a bug.
Oh yeah, I mean they're one of the main focuses of 10th edition right now.
Oh goodness. Sorry, it's like, yeah, we're going to focus on Tyranids, but then, oh, look, over there, in the opposite direction, Necrons. There.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what they
Things are
say?
weird.
Once you go bug, you never shrug. So, that's how it goes.
So, all right. So comparing this to the Combat Patrol box, because the Combat Patrol box looks kind of spicy as well.
Oh, yeah.
What would you recommend as our local Tyranid player?
Yes. So, with my deep knowledge of watching Starship Troopers all day on repeat, the best bug here is the one you can kill most easily. But we don't have access to mini nukes, so therefore, yeah, definitely Battle Force. Not even a question. Battle Force hands down. The Norn the fact you get a Norn Emissary and the entire wing type Tyrant just sets it over the top by a wide margin, because the other force has the wings. Whatever
Tyranid Prime.
Tyranid Prime, which is a cool model, but it's not crazy. You do get the psychic guy in that? Or no?
You know what's funny is that with the exception of the for the Combat Patrol Tyranids, you basically get everything that was in the Leviathan half of the Tyranids except for the Screamer Killer and the Psychophage.
So the two coolest units.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
You get in the Combat Patrol, you get freaking
bugs and more bugs.
You get all the bugs.
So
you get a Wing Tyranid Prime in the Combat Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
You get a Psychophage.
Okay.
You get 3 Von Ryan's Leapers.
Mm-hmm.
You get 5 Barb Gaunts, 20
Very useful.
Termagants, and 2 Ripper Swarms.
Okay.
Ooh, which if you add this to that box would be 4 Ripper Swarms.
This would be a very good time to add together the Battle Force box and the Start Collecting. Just with what they have inside them, the big units are going to be entirely different, but also the small units you can stack on top of each other. So it is
It's going to give you so much versatility in a Tyranid army. If you're looking at Tyranids and you like that, nasty mixture between Starship Troopers and, Xenomorph aliens.
I'm doing my part.
I ain't doing shit!
And if you're a Gen Zer and you're listening to this and you're like, what the hell is Starship Troopers? Go find Starship Troopers and watch it.
It's on your Netflix.
Yeah.
Cut off that broccoli hair, go get some testosterone, start watching the good stuff.
It is literally 40K Imperial Guard versus Tyranids. It's a live action Imperial Guard versus Tyranids.
Yep.
Wow.
So
it is.
So what's the price point difference again? Let's go over that one more time.
You're looking at about
What's the total?
$330 for all of it. So about $100 in savings, kind of like the
What's
Space
the box?
Marine.
The box was $230.
The box is
all
$230.
these
Christmas boxes are $230.
Okay, so let's look at this. So $160 for the starter set, $230 for the other thing. If we trade out, like, let's say the Psychophage, because the Psychophage is a piece of shit, for the Norn Emissary, that by itself makes the box worth it 110%. Because already there, it normally would have jacked up the price by a decent bit of like $100 basically. Because let's face it, the Psychophage is worth maybe like $5 in a box of lint. So not even the box of lint. All that stuff.
Hear a lot of hate.
I hate that model so much, dude. Okay, you remember the distraction card effects? Like the idea of a distraction card effects, and I don't even know when it came up. That was before my time. But long story short, in the olden days before my time, Tyranid players would have a card effects, okay? And it was a big, scary-ass monster, but in game-wise, it did jack shit. It was very fucking bad. But the other player would look at it and say, oh, big, scary monster, me shoot that. And basically wasted a round of shooting on, the card effects, leaving all the actual useful stuff to go up. That's what the Psychophage is. Psychophage, piece of shit. If you have an enemy Psyker and you're going to kill an enemy Psyker, it does okay damage. Anything else, it is absolute shit. It is bad.
So it's like Angron, but shit.
Yes.
Because it's the same thing with Angron. People see Angron, they're like, oh, I need to kill that thing right now. And it's like, yeah, he's a threat, but as long as you're shooting him and not the rest of my easily killable
That is
world
true.
leaders,
Yes, that is true.
it's fine.
But to a umpteenth degree of like, if the enemy has a psychophage, you ignore that shit for basically every reason. Just it's not worth your time.
Especially if you're not running anything psychic.
Oh, 100%. Like, listen, if he's over there, just don't get your librarian near him. And even then, your librarian might still win.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of world eaters,
Well, so what are we giving this Tyranid box?
oh, this is a thumbs up, 100%.
It's a thumbs up. I'll give it a thumbs up just because of the Norn Emissary.
Start, supplement, and do whatever the fuck you want with
Yeah.
it. This is a beautiful box,
Yeah.
and I think, it's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would definitely probably try to add a couple more Hormagaunts in there because
It's like guard, you can never have enough.
you can't have enough, especially when you've got like 80 of them in combat, and it's like, all right, this is going to be 372 attacks. And then they're also critting with sustained hits. And
And I mean, with
stuff.
this, you can spend $50 more, get you some more Hormagaunts, and boom, there's
Yep.
your points right
This
there.
is true. Yeah, and if you can get them into combat, you might have half of them left, but they'll still do some work.
If nothing else, they will block down the enemy.
That's it. Just tie them up. That's all you need to do. All right. So
now, speaking of the World Eaters,
yes.
this is another
Last
exciting box.
one.
We've each had our box set. We've had like Space Marine, Orc, and now I think we're.
I'm sorry that your box was shit.
Yeah, I
the
know.
bestest boys.
It's okay.
So if you're looking to spill some blood for the Blood God, take some skulls for the Skull Throne.
Yes.
We have the Exalted Red Angel box. I'll let you read this.
Not to be fused with the other Red Angel or the other Red Angel.
I'll let you read off what the box includes. there.
Okay, so for my boyos, I love these guys to death here. We've got good old Angry Ron. So you're getting a Primarch in this box right off the freaking bat.
Boom.
All right, and his price point is that $70?
170.
Is he 170?
Yeah, he's almost $200.
That sounds about right.
Ooh, man, I'm glad I picked him up for less than that.
Yeah. He is a Primarch. Give us your wallet now.
This is true.
Yeah,
However,
why
that's
fucking 70
that's the
shit?
best $170 you'll ever spend.
What's the
That's
price?
most
What's the
of
price point of that again? Is that also 230 or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all these
230.
boxes.
What the
everything.
fuck?
Yes. So
What the fuck?
you're getting Angron for $170, right? You're getting the Exalted 8-bound, which are $60. Fantastic fucking unit, by the way. And actually, you're getting 2 units of Exalted 8-bound, which you fucking want Exalted 8-bound. Don't make them regular 8-bound. 8-bound suck. And then you're also getting a squad of Khorne Berserkers. All right.
And those must be good. We have a co-host named after him.
They're Blood for the Blood God. Kill, maim, burn. That's what I'm fucking talking about. So the Berserkers themselves is $65 for a box of 10 of those dudes. The Exalted 8-bound are $60 for a box of 3. In that box, you can make regular 8-bound or Exalted 8-bound, but like I said, you want Exalted 8-bound because they are fucking monsters. So you're getting all that. If you were to buy it individually, is $295. In this box here, it's $230. So you're saving $65, which is not a grand savings, but if you think about it,
You're getting Angron.
you're getting Angron, and they're like, you know what? Screw it. For like an extra, $60, we'll give you the rest of this stuff.
Okay. But also, we got to talk about the 8-bound. You can actually
Yes.
get 8-bound now.
You can.
That is the big thing.
Yes,
Yes.
I was able to. I managed to be able to scoop up 3 boxes of Exalted 8-bound, and that's gonna fucking happen.
Which is insane because
Yeah.
as of right now, and especially whenever since they launched, December 2023. Oh my gosh, it's 2023.
It is.
You cannot find 8-bound. You cannot find 8-bound. You cannot find Exalted 8-bound. Like issues with the models themselves that I personally have aside. I'm noticing a trend here with me and models, but you cannot find these fuckers. The fact that you get basically Angron, and then for $60 more you get all this shit, including 8-bound.
Yeah.
If you're doing World Eaters, pick this shit up.
Yeah, if you are so if you want to do World Eaters, you go with the Exalted of the Red Angel freaking box set. I mean that right there is automatically just a go-to. That is your best bang for your fucking buck on there. You will use every one of those units. The Exalted 8-bound can be taken in squads of 3 or 6. If you run them in 3 and you run them in 6, it does not fucking matter because those motherfuckers slap, as the kids say nowadays. Okay, no shit. These guys put out some fucking pain. I believe if you give the 8-bound champion, the Exalted 8-bound champion, a pair of the paired chain fists, his strength is like 14. It's like strength 14 attacks, AP 2 or AP 3, and like 2 damage a pop.
That's a single unit that can take
that is
tank for people that.
Yeah, that is just the freaking 8-bound champion alone in there. Okay, and the other 2 guys hit like trains as well. And
then you have Angron, who also hits like a fucking train.
So you got the stats up, Jamie?
Right there, just for regular 8-bound, yeah. So
this is regular 8-bound. All right. We're going to go Exalted 8-bound because you're going to want Exalted 8-bound. The champion with his paired 8-bound chain fists, all right, he gets 5 attacks. Their army rule, if they go into a charge, they get +1 attacks and +1 strength. So that 5 attacks turns into 6 attacks, hitting on a 3-up. 8-bound, the Exalted 8-bound have what's their ability? It's Overwhelming Wrath. So each time an enemy unit within 6 inches of them decides to fall back, they have to take a battle shock test. If they fail that, guess what? They're stuck in combat with you. They're not moving nowhere. Okay? You pair that with Angron, who gives any unit within 6 inches around him reroll hits and wounds. These guys are now just slapping shit off the board. Just the champion alone is giving you 6 attacks, hitting on the 3-up, strength 14, AP 3, 2 damage a pop. And that's just him. The other 2 dudes will be paired with freaking...
Step bro, I suddenly want world eaters.
Well, added to the queue.
The other guys will be fucking... paired with, you can just give them the Eviscerator, and it's 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 6, AP 2, 2 damage, but now you're adding in +1 strength, so now that becomes strength 7. You're adding 1 more attack, so that's 6 attacks, and it just gets... Anything these guys charge and get into combat with, they're fucking dead. That thing is dead or almost dead. Like, almost completely dead. This is a great fucking box. Corn Berserkers. They're Corn Berserkers. They can be better in this edition, but they're not bad. They're actually really freaking good. So this box is worth every fucking penny to pick up, especially since you get 2 of the hardest freaking things to get available now, which is the 8-bound.
Yeah, I mean, and for like only, $60 of savings, I mean, you're still getting 815 points. Yeah. So, I mean, is still...
They're for $230, they're basically giving you Angron. They're making you pay for Angron and a box of Exalted 8-bound. And then they're like, hey, you know what? As a bonus, here's another set of 8-bound and a unit of Berserkers.
Doesn't matter. Angron's like one of the top, most beautiful models in the whole fucking game. Just terrifying, scary.
He looks so much better in person than he does in the picture.
Yeah, if you want to know what a terrifying Primarch looks like, and you don't know what we're talking about, just go on Google and type in Angron, and you will see.
Yes, that guy, as we were talking earlier about the Psychophage just being a bullet shield, people see this guy on the field, and immediately they're like, we're going to put everything we have into him. And it's fucking great, because that pulls all the fire away from your guys who don't really have shooting at all.
And then you kill Angron, and then he comes back.
And then they're like, oh, yay, Angron's dead, cool. And then they forget that at the beginning of your turn for the round, at the beginning of your turn, you can play Corn Yahtzee, and if you roll 3 6s, guess who comes back? Fucking Angron at full wounds. So it's like, no, you didn't really kill him, you kind of gave him a bathroom break. Fucking... And he slaps ass. Fucking what's his stats?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. So, Angron...
Like the Exalted 8-bound, but better.
This man is booting a Warlord Titan on 4s.
Yes.
Yes.
He has a movement of 14, so he flies 14 inches. All right. His minimum threat range is about 22.
Jeez.
If you take the Corn Blessing, that gives them a flat 6 advance, and then you're charging. You're going minimum like 22 if you just do a 6-inch charge or whatever, which this guy will always get into combat. But so he's got 2 of his weapons. You have to pick one profile for the weapons, but let's see. What are we dealing with here? So the Samniaris and Spine Grinder, if you're doing the strike, you get 8 attacks, so 9 on the charge. Weapon skill 2+, so you're hitting on 2s. Strength is 16, but if you charge them in, now it's strength 17. AP 4 with D6 plus 2 damage each. And that's not counting the reroll hits and wounds aura that he gives around to everyone.
My goodness.
So if you want something fucking dead, Angron's your man.
Yeah, and you wonder why they focus fire on him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
You're easily wiping out per turn. You charge this thing against like a Rogodorn battle tank with no bottom. He's sticking that chain axe up through the bottom, and he's showing them why they need to add that. You know?
Yeah, this guy, like Step Bro said, if he charges into a knight with toughness 12 or toughness 13, it doesn't matter. He's still wounding on 3s, possibly 2s, but mostly 3s. He's wounding a knight, an Imperial Knight, Chaos Knight, doesn't matter, on 3s. And AP 4, that means that knight doesn't get a save at all. Well, no, it does. It gets a t-shirt save. It gets a 6-up
the
save.
2-ups now,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And that's just the sweep profile, or the strike profile. The sweep profile gives him 18 attacks, so 19 on the charge. Hitting on 2s, strength 8 or strength 9 on the charge, AP 2 damage. So if you need to kill a fucking battalion of guardsmen in one fell swoop, there you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus Christ, that is terrifying.
You're not getting a save on guards at all with that. I mean, just
no, you're
smash.
just they're just dead.
Yeah,
No.
or fucking boys for that matter.
Yeah, they're just dying.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Just
Yeah.
gone.
I think all in all, price per point. So you're getting, for $230, you are getting 815 points of just god awful cornflakes and fucking Rice Krispie, just slap good shit. All right.
Angron snap crackle pops his way across the battlefield.
Yeah. Ding dong, Angron's dead. Holy shit, he just came back. That's that's basically the song played on the battlefield. Yes, there might be a little bias in my voice, but goddamn it, man, like this compared to
Fully justified.
With that box, that's 100% fully justified. I'd buy it just to have Angron. Even if I wasn't playing World Eaters, Angron's still a beautiful model, and I'd love to have an Angron.
If you're wanting to start fucking World Eaters, this is the box to go with. If you already have World Eaters, I'm going to go ahead and say you could probably go ahead and skip it. If you already have Angron, you could probably skip it, but
if you already got the Force, World Eaters have limited units, so you probably already have what you need for Berserkers, 8-bound.
If you've picked up the Combat Patrol, the only value you're getting out of this box is the 8-bound. That's assuming you already have Angron.
If you have World Eaters and you don't have Angron, something's wrong.
Yeah, if you have World Eaters, you either just started them and you only got the Combat Patrol,
or maybe you like Karn.
I like Karn, but I will take a Master of Executions any day over Karn.
Ooh.
In this in this army.
But I will say, reigning supreme is the grand champion of Red 40, Angron Radir. So it is beautiful.
That gets like 6 thumbs up and a penis. Like that's fucking. It's about the same as a thumb.
It's okay. That's how it goes.
So that's all the Christmas boxes, but we do have 2 additionals. We do have the Necron out in pre-order. I want to say they're coming out soon.
Oh yes, the Necrons and the Adeptus Mechanicus, right?
They are having a Combat Patrol come out.
The classic war of toasters and toaster fuckers.
Yes.
So Christmas box sets entirely done. Moving on. we're on topic, so we'll
Might
do
as well.
Might as well. Do Star Collecting.
These are going to be a little bit cheaper, but they're two different armies that you can look at. Necrons are, of course, your undying Egyptian-looking... If you like Terminators, you'll like these guys. And then you have the Admech who...
Yeah.
They exist.
Okay.
They exist.
They exist.
They're here.
With the Necron box, okay, in the Necron Combat Patrol box, you get an Overlord, a Canoptic Doomstalker, 3 Scorpec Destroyers accompanied by a Plasma Sight, 10 Necron Warriors, and 3 Scarab Swarms. Alright, I don't know jack shit about Necrons.
I do.
So, as a starter box, what do you guys think of this? Like these?
I mean, overall, it's not terrible. The Doomstalker's a solid piece. Everybody that I know has a Doomstalker, at least one. Sometimes they run multiples. They'll run 2 or 3 Doomstalkers. Overall, I'd say it's not bad as far as starting out. I would probably pick up. If you want to buy one of the Christmas boxes and you see that you have, this, I would just go ahead and spend the money, buy 2 Combat Patrols of Necrons.
So you would endorse the Necron Combat Patrol?
Yeah.
For someone and you were looking for Necrons.
For $160, I wouldn't. The main reason I had to go and check actually what they do with the gun. Now the Canoptic Doomstalker looks really nice, really impressive. But quite frankly, the gun's not that good.
Really?
It really is not. Read the Doomsday Blaster.
See, Doomsday Blaster has a range of 48 inches, which is nice. You can hit across the board.
Blast and heavy.
It's got blast and heavy. It's D6 plus 1 attacks.
Very sweet.
Hitting on a 4-up. It's strength 14, AP 3, 3 damage each. So.
It's not...
Move it, park it on an objective. It's hitting on 3s now.
I see that.
It's blast. So now you're getting D6 plus how many ever it
by itself, it's not. Let's put it this way: by itself, it's not bad. But what comes in the box is entirely unoptimal. Like we're talking, it would have been better if they put like a Doomsday Arc or whatever the transport variant of that is.
Okay,
one of those in. You got some warriors. I like the infantry side of this.
But I mean, as a start out, pay what like $70-$80 and get you a Doom.
Now I do see. Go back to the Doomstalker real quick. I do see an issue. Okay. The Doomsday Blaster, it's all well and good. You're like, man, strength 14, AP 3, 3 damage. That's fucking awesome. D6 plus 1 attacks, cool. It's a blast weapon. All you have to do is tie it up with like a little shit. You can tie it up with Gretchens or fucking Jackals, and now that
I will tell you exactly what the role this model is. It is not for tanks. This is all for elites. This is your Terminator killer. This is your whatever killer.
I can see that.
And it is exceptional at that. But whenever it comes to dealing tanks, it can do some damage probably.
Yeah.
But if you're taking 2 of these, because price point wise, it was like $150 right now.
Mainly your focus with these is having something heavy to support your boys, to support your warriors, so that they can deal with infantry.
Yes.
Fair. Yeah, because the other gun that this thing has is the Twin Gauss Flare, and you get 1 shot, rapid fire 1, so at most 2 shots. Strength 4, no AP, 1 damage, which means that in a world where everyone gets cover. Well, even then, it's AP 0, so it doesn't even matter. You're just...
Yes. Yeah. Special ability for 10th. You hit on Overwatch on 5-ups instead of 6-ups.
Yeah.
Have fun. Yeah.
You're hitting Custodians. Custodians are still saving on a 2.
I think if you're looking to start out, I mean, like I said, these are models that you see in everybody's list. Everybody has the Doomstalker, the Canoptic Doomstalker. Everybody has the the Reanimator.
Yes.
And then everybody has the Doomsday Arc.
I would be more comfortable bringing this entire Star Collecting to a fight just right off the rip if it had the Reanimator instead of the Doomstalker. That would do you significantly better.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because this one's got the Overlord with a Tachyon Arrow, the Doomstalker, 3 Scorpec Destroyers with a Plasma Sight, 10 Necron Warriors, and 3 Scarab Swarms. So
it's solid. If you're getting Necrons and you're like, I love the Walkers, I like the infantry guys, get all this stuff. Go for it. It's not bad.
I mean,
just
in
think
all
it could be
honesty,
better.
you can play it as a reanimator if you break the cannon off.
Not really. Just give it to the Lord. Have him hold that one handed off the side.
Yeah, see, it's fine. So the other box is the
Here
AdMech.
goes
I have a headache.
Combat Patrol Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, anybody remember what their old Combat Patrol was?
Yes, actually I do. It was the what it was that basically it was some infantry and some generic shit. I want to say it had the little like fat guy, and I'm pretty sure he's still the new one, and it had the little D-Day lander. That tank.
The freaking
the hover tank.
Yep, hover tank guy.
yeah.
Because that was like the new model before they came out with the Da Vinci stuff.
Okay.
It was like
Because
So I mean,
you guys remember it still being trash,
Yep.
right?
Oh wait, no, was I wrong?
This was
I was wrong. Oh,
okay.
shoot.
Check this out. So this actual one came with a Dune crawler, which was actually pretty.
okay.
It was good. Okay.
Okay, it
So
came with.
you're probably not
It looks like it came with Scutari. It came with Breachers, and it came with a the Walker.
It came with a Tech Priest Engine Seer. Sorry, the Dune crawler, some Cataphron destroyers, and some Skitarii. All right. Out of that whole thing, I think the Dune crawler and the Skitarii were pretty much the only thing kind of worth a damn there. That's the old.
Well,
Combat
actually, the
Patrol box.
Well, no, it's not the Cataphron destroyers.
That's the Breachers.
It's the Breachers
Yes.
that are what everybody's putting in their list
Exactly.
Because that's
so
like
what
the one good unit.
So in the old Combat Patrol, the most you really got was a Dune crawler and some Skitarii Rangers. Okay, which were pretty good. And you can put the Engine Seer in with. No, you can't even put the Engine Seer in with them. You got to put the Engine Seer with the destroyers. So that was already kind of subpar. Enter 10th edition Combat Patrol AdMech. Guess what you're getting in this shit, guys?
So, not to shame anybody.
No bullshit. I'm
AdMech,
sorry,
AdMech has their, AdMech does look cool if steampunk and old, techie looking things are your bag.
I've been saying this for a while, and I will continue to stand by this. They're having an identity crisis with AdMech. They really are, because they went from the entire older models, and the new stuff was the newer models and everything else. I mean, they're kind of cool, but then they also went full Da Vinci with the little wing guys and the little Da Vinci copter and shit like that. Now they have the butt plug guy.
Oh, God, the butt plug still...
It's funny you say with the Da Vinci guys, because in the new Combat Patrol, you get a Tech Priest Manipulus, 3 Sulfur Hounds, which can also be made as Cerberus Raiders, 5 Taraxi Sterilizers, which can also be built as Taraxi Skystalkers, so the winged Da Vinci guys.
Oh, Lord.
And you get 10 Skitarii Vanguard, which can also be made into Skitarii Rangers.
I'm surprised they didn't put Stiltman in the new box.
No, Butt Plug Dude is a premium that you have to pay for.
$38.
Butt Plug Dude doesn't come cheap.
$40 for
A butt plug.
You can literally just take the sniper dude out of the Combat Patrol box and put matchsticks on his legs.
Yeah.
And he looks the same.
Yeah.
Prime him, paint him, he looks the same.
So, I'm not... I don't play AdMech. We have a guy who plays AdMech. All right? In the sense of he has AdMech.
Plays AdMech.
But I'm not convinced. I'm really not convinced with this Combat Patrol. I personally don't even think it's very good.
These aren't even units that he... Oh, wait, he uses the horses. I think.
The Sulfur Hounds and the Rangers. That's it. That's all he uses.
Oh wait, I've seen him.
You have
I've
to bring the
seen him.
Rangers,
I've seen him use the Da Vinci guys like once. And
He's used this. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We have a guy who plays AdMech, and he has not used those Skitarii at all since he redid his list and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a skill issue.
Probably part of it, but
Could be the dice.
But yeah,
I don't know. That's kind of smooth brain though.
Currently, right now, all the AdMech lists are running Skitarii Rangers with the Marshal and
Shit tons of breachers.
Cataphron Breachers, yeah, and some Castellan robots. So what you're getting in this new Combat Patrol is
Dog shit.
Maybe half. At best, it's half. At worst, it's one freaking unit that you'll actually be using.
Grab $160 plus tax. go around to your local store that's not Games Workshop. Go to like a local game store and just pick out your models that you prefer that are going to do better. And I guarantee you're going to walk out of there with better stuff than this fucking box.
What, didn't they have a Christmas box last year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a fuck ton of breachers.
Yeah, wasn't that Christmas box better?
Oh, yes, by far.
What was it? The Manipulus, like
Tech cohorts.
like manifold or some shit like that?
I know that was, manifold, yeah. Yeah, Manipulus manifold.
I don't know how to spell that, but we'll figure it out.
John Grammaticus, pull this up for us.
Quick. No, it's speaking
Manipulus,
something.
AdMac. I'm just going to put AdMac.
Let's put it in the Christmas box. Yeah.
I can be able to find it in the...
Oh, now we're never going to be able to find it. Now it's going to pull up the Tech Priest Manipulus.
I like the little hand pose he does. He's just like, he's scheming. He's like, yeah, it's just to make a fine addition to my
Cohort?
collection. Yes.
Was it cohort?
I don't know, Manipulus box.
Yeah.
Okay, so while they're looking that up, let me go talk to you real quick about something. So, they're having an identity crisis, and quite frankly, they are the easiest thing to not fuck up. They are grimdark sci-fi fanatics. Okay, that's all it fucking is. And somehow, they fuck it up. And they got just weird-ass models. They got janky-ass models. They got Da Vinci machines. It's not that hard to make some crazy-looking fucking shit. If you read an AdMech book, okay, or that they've appeared in, they got a huge variety of appearances. You can do anything you want with them at all. And Games Workshop chooses to take this route and give us subpar shit. So anyways, I know that's not a personal opinion, so it's not, maybe you like them, and I'm just a hater, but in that case, I will live and die a hater. So there you go.
Listen, when AdMech first dropped in, like, what was it, 8th edition, they were fucking beyond broken. They were insane. Everyone wanted to play them. They were the Eldar.
What are you doing? That was the box.
I know. I was trying to look for something that actually gave us what the contents were.
That did have the contents.
It didn't tell you what it actually had in there. That's what I was saying.
Look at it. We can look at it.
But we did find it. So the Elimination Maniple is what the AdMech gift box set was last year, and in it you get Belisarius Call. All right, so you already get a named freaking epic character.
Not just a named character.
Yeah.
If you play AdMech, he is the named.
He is the named character. He is the AdMech. All right. You also get a Cybernetica Datasmith and 2 Castellan robots. You got 6 Cataphren destroyers or breachers that you can make, and 10 Skitarii Rangers or Vanguard. So right off the bat, you are getting, if you buy that box and you make the Cataphren breachers and the Skitarii Rangers, you are getting like 90% of what people are running in AdMech.
Plus the Castellan robots.
Yeah. I mean, you'll definitely want to get 2 more Castellan robots to make it work, but still. That is like the majority of what people's lists comprise of nowadays. So you're better off if you could find the Elimination Maniple. Buy that if you're trying to get into AdMech.
Love me some Call.
And you're only going to be spending about $20 more if you could find it possibly. The regular price is $210, but you can find it for $180 at eBay.
For a box with better points and you get Call, I'll take it. Because Call, even if you don't like AdMech, Call is a cool ass model.
Yes. But
even if it looks like a fucking steampunk centipede.
Well, half the stuff is like stuff you can take on and off. Like that entire form he wears is not his actual form.
I did not know. Oh, God, here we go to conspiracies.
No, it's not even.
We don't have enough time for conspiracies.
But he can basically trade stuff out. Let's basically go into that. Yeah. He's modular.
He's modular.
Well, guys,
we went a little over today, about half an hour, but we figured we'd cover, some of the good shit.
Cover all the good boxes while they're still in. So we do have bangers and we do have busts. Hopefully we helped you guys decide which ones were which. Hopefully we were more than helpful with that. So I think we're good, and I think we're gonna end it here. Thank you for listening, guys, to episode 2. We want to let them know what's happening next episode.
You're going to have a spicy next episode as we're going to start delving into the lore. We've already covered how to get into this, whether it comes to sort of delving in the first time, as well as like how to start, aka like the current box sets that are out for like Christmas box sets, the new Necron AdMech. Next episode, we get to talk about the lore.
Well, yeah, because the way I figured it and the way I figured we'd set it up is, now we gave you a how to get in, where to go, where to start, and then the second episode we gave you some Christmas boxes, some prices that maybe
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Maybe you have a loved one that's getting into Warhammer. Maybe you're into Warhammer and you want to get someone into Warhammer. Maybe you just want to go into deep abyssal credit card debt for the holidays. But I wanted this episode to be like, well, Step Bro, Corn Berserker Groot, I see these models and they look cool, but I know there's a story behind them, and I want to know, before I make my decision on what I'm doing, I want to know what the story is behind these models.
And the answer is Space Marines. That's all you need to know. Anyways, we're going to judge totally unbiased and fair review in the next episode, and we hope to see you guys there.
Quotation marks around that.
Oh, and one last thing, too. If you guys are listening to this on YouTube, go ahead and leave us a comment. We're starting out. This is brand new. Tell us what you think. If you want to be harsh about it or you want to be gentle, it's up on you. But
we will not take down any comments calling us mean names.
We definitely want some feedback. And if you start with the racial slurs, be prepared to get some back. We will go down with you.
Well,
okay.
We are paid. We will sing this entire operation, damn it.
No, but we really appreciate any kind of feedback you guys can give us.
Yeah, and if you happen to see discrepancies in price or points or anything, or maybe hey, you said this, but this was wrong. By all means, fucking tell us. We're human beings, so don't let me down too hard, but let me know my math was wrong.
Yeah,
he's an orc. He's doing his best.
Outside of that, anything else, guys?
No, we're good.
That's it. Right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Until next time, kill, maim, burn.
Oh yeah. Hey there, guys. From all of us at the Serpent's Lodge podcast, thank you so much for listening to the end of the podcast. It truly does mean the world to us. If you don't mind, and if you enjoy this content, why don't you go on ahead and follow us on Spotify, as well as subscribe and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We'd greatly appreciate that. And in the meantime, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.